What's up, family? Welcome back to another video. As always, we like to watch the video first, and I give my thoughts, and I like to get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. So, with no further ado, let's check out the clip.
So, as somebody that grew up on government assistance and food stamps, I'm not mad at Trump at all for cutting some of the government benefits that they're giving out because, y'all, let's not act as if people aren't abusing this. Let's not act as if we ain't got an epidemic of people who just don't want to go to work because they expect the government to take care of them. I saw two people on TikTok the other day arguing, and it was a man and a woman, and the man wanted to go to work. The woman was mad at him, yelling at him, would not let him go to work because of the fact if they found out about his income, she would lose her government-funded housing and she would lose her benefits. And she would not let the man go to work because she didn't want to lose that. And I think that's an issue in America, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that do that. Y'all, if Trump is opening up more jobs, then you should want to get up and go work and not have to depend on the government. The government assistance is a stepping stone to help you get to a point to where you can get back on your feet and do for yourself and take care of yourself. That's what it's about. It's not about, oh, well, just sit back and let people who go out and work take care of me so I can live an easy life because I need to live an easy life for whatever reason, bro. All of us have to get up and work. White people, black people, Mexicans, everybody got to get up and work. Nobody is owed anything by the government. Nobody is owed anything by America. Nobody deserves no handouts, bro. I don't want no handouts. So, and Trump didn't cut the government benefits out. Like, y'all are making it seem like he just got rid of it. He just made stricter eligibility requirements. So one of them is you got to work at least 80 hours a month, not a week, a month. That is 20 hours a week, 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Bro, if you can't do
Part
that,
time.
and you expect people who go out and work 50, 60, 80 hours a week to use their tax dollars to take care of you, then you the issue, bro. And you are the main ones that Trump is targeting to get off of this and get up off of your ass and go do something for yourself. So I'm not mad at it at all, bro. He opening up more jobs, so y'all not have no issue, and y'all can get up and go get off y'all behind and do something.
I'll take it a step further. I've seen a mother told a young man, which is her son, that he better not work because it's going to mess up her benefits while she sit on her behind and don't do nothing. Literally. If y'all think I'm lying, I'm flying. But I'm gonna show you guys the video in a minute. I want to pull it up real quick. Um, look, you can't make this stuff up. Uh, give me a second. Give me a second. She literally refused to allow her son to get a job because she's gonna lose her Section 8. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make this stuff up. So I'm gonna pull it up right now because I actually have it short. Let me pull it up so y'all can check it out.
Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're gonna count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be
so
broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you
to have a
don't
house?
do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
Won't
trying
they be
to tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
They will
nice house.
no. They will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm gonna go?
I don't
have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine.
You heard that. You can't make this stuff up. So she's enabling her son at the cost of her selfish and her own interests. Not her son, not the child's best interest, but her own interest. Because if she really cared, see, this is where men understands, and he needs a father in the home because men understand that we grow through suffering. And that doesn't mean not be wise, but we understand the harder way is for easier life. But if you do things the easier way, you'll have a harder life, right? So, and I remember growing up when the reason why he said my friends, they work jobs, they got nice houses, because growing up and speaking from experience, you will be shunned upon, joked upon, trash talked about if your friends knew that you were on food stamps. Just food stamps. Forget the rest. We ain't talking about Section 8. We didn't even get that far. Food stamps. And my mom used to tell me, you will not be in the system. Right? So when things got hard and my father went to prison, we had to utilize being in the system in regards to helping my mom help take care of us, which was getting food stamps because we were struggling. Right? So when I had to go in the corner store, bodega, regular store, grocery store, you name it, big box stores, I was I felt embarrassed to pull out the card just because my mom, even though my mom was teaching me responsibility to teach me how to go grocery shopping, because I was a teenager, 12, 13, and I worked a summer job, and I figured that was a way to help my mom. I only could do so much because I was 13 years old, but the city was having a summer job program. You could work at 13 years old. I worked out 4 checks, gave it to my mom to help out, and even with that, I felt more fulfilled and I felt more completed than walking around with the food stamp card, because us men understand that through hard work, nothing is owed to you, just like you heard in this TikTok. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to give you nothing because nobody's going to save you. Right. So I would rather work the summer job than go in the store and hold my mom EBT, aka food stamp card, and give her my check, or walk in with my summer job check as a 13-year-old versus this food stamp card, because I know my friends going to be talking trash because I got this food stamp card. Not let alone that I was raised on the premise that you will not be in the system no matter what. You will work and you will understand what work is. And at the end of the day, you will not live off this system. And if you do, that means I didn't do good as a parent. So at the end of the day, you will not, because that's not the child that I'm raising. Right? So, and this ain't judgment. This is just real talk from somebody that's been in the system, and I didn't want to stay there. Right. But now you fast forward to 2025 and it's like we done flipped the script. The goal used to be to get off of welfare. Now people treat it like a retirement plan. So you seeing people in regards of the young man that I showed you, and this man talking about it, he trying to go to work, the young man, his mom saying, you not going because you going to mess me up. What about me? What about me? Well, the thing is, you should have set yourself up because your son is not responsible to take care of you. And now you're stopping your son from building his life up because of your life hindering, degenerate decisions, and not even having the best interest of your child, because you should have made sure that you were using your opportunities, which don't, nothing good lasts forever. So you should understand that I need to utilize this blessing that I'm grateful for and continue to reinvest in myself because it's bigger than me to help my son. But now your son has enough sense to do the thing that you should have done in the first place as a mother. Right? So he trying to clock in, be a man, take care of his business, and his own mom stopping him, yelling at him because if he start working, she gonna lose her Section 8 and food stamps. He trying to level up, and she like, nah, sit down, you ruining the scam. That's basically what she's saying. And that's insane to me, because you know what's even crazier? That story ain't even unique. This is happening across America every single day. That ain't no isolated incident. That's a culture. A culture of entitlement and manipulation of a system, of the system, I should say, a system that was never supposed to be a long-term lifestyle. It was supposed to be a stepping stone, temporary help. But some of y'all done turned it into a generational blueprint. And here's the cold part. It's been happening. Don't act new. Look, I'm a 1999 baby. All right. And woman, I done seen my mother friends proudly walk into the welfare office or tell my, look, I can't happen to happen what I hear, right? Females chirp, talk, I know I was supposed to stay in the child place, but if they got me in there and literally I'm seeing my cousins who had kids at an earlier and had kids in a environment where they knew it wasn't going to be the best interest of the child, and they should never had the child in the first place because now it's not suited enough. You have basically made a child in poverty, and now they're gonna walk down to the welfare office with their baby on their hip, saying, "I don't know who the father is," and that's family lying straight through their teeth, standing while the dude is sitting in the car outside with the engine running, talking about while she inside the office and she pretending she don't even know his name, but he in the car outside of the welfare office. You can't make this, and just to run up that section, they get food stamps, WIC, Medicaid, you name it. And what's worse is the system rewarded it. The more kids she have, the more money she got. You want a bigger tax return? Have another baby. Don't worry about the father. Don't worry about stability. Just keep the train going. And you know who suffers? The kids. That's my whole point in this. The kids. The most purest thing on this earth. The children were the ones sitting in class because their lunch came from school and their clothes came from a donation box. And don't get me wrong. Life growth is not linear. It's ups and downs. I get it. You could be up 1 minute, you could be down 1 minute. I'm very objective. I'm not insensitive to that. But what I'm saying is if you're raising a child in that and you're comfortable with living that way, how can you be proud to not give your child as much as many resources as possible to pour into this person that looks just like you, has your face as part of your identity, is part of your bloodline, and you do the bare minimum to nothing? It blows my mind, right? And you fast forward now, what do we got? Folks on the internet bragging about it. It used to be shame. Now there's strategy. And you see women online on a daily basis. Yes, mostly women. Let's stop pretending that ain't mostly women giving each other tips on how to finesse the system. Look, man, it's mind blowing to me. And they running up the algorithm on how to scam EBT and flip benefits. So they got EBT side hustles, like literally business models where if you give them 200 in food stamp, $200 worth of food stamps, I'll give you $100 in cash. That's 50 cents on a dollar. And they not buying basic stuff. They buying shrimp, crab legs, steak, lobster. Meanwhile, hardworking taxpayers out here eating ramen and tuna trying to make rent. And you telling me that's okay? Because you even have college students who need food stamps to get a leg because they trying to focus on their studies, but they also may be in the dorm and they trying to figure it out and they working as many jobs as they can while also managing their studies. And they out there going to local store or little grocery shops like 7-Eleven, getting what they can while they understand that this is a sacrifice for the ultimate goal is to have a better life with the long-term benefit of reinvesting in themselves and now see the success on the other side with the short-term sacrifice for a long-term fulfillment. And it's not okay with this whole business model with these EBT side hustles. That is fraud. Let's call it what it is. You got folks handing out their government cards to friends saying, go get whatever you want. Grocery carts filled with everything. And then they jump on social media talking about they trying to cut off our business or our benefits. And you been abusing it. Right? So look, Trump ain't take away the government assistance. Let's stop spreading propaganda. He just said if you want the help, you got to do something. Nothing in this world comes free. I've been raised off of that. Work 80 hours a month. That's it, a month. That's part-time. Four weeks in a month. All you gotta do work 80 hours, so you can work 20 hours a week. That's part time, and that's what most college volunteer, whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't just be getting something and not putting in, not earning it. While the individuals who are putting in the system for you just to benefit off of is earning nothing but actually working their behinds off, and you just reaping the benefits of somebody else's work. But I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong. We just having a discussion. On that note, family, peace.